Hello, Active Sage here on the Sage channel, and today I'm here to show you guys just a few drones that I put together for the heck of it. A little hard to see them here, but I actually set up quite a few on a patrol path, just going about to, well, have something interesting in the air. We'll start out with this drone here, and we'll actually go ahead and just simply look at its spawning in point. Well, I say spawning in point, the build point where I originally put it together. And it's this right here. Right away, we have one of my cockpits at the front, the Industrial Cockpit 1. I've also stuck in, of course, the drone's most important components, the antenna and the remote control. Well, the computer, basically. The remote control box. Also, I have stuck a forward camera, a bottom camera. Wait, where'd you go? Oh, right there you are, right there. Bottom camera, right next to the docking collar, so you can actually dock the thing. Bunch of gyroscopes on the side, one downwards thruster, because I found out drones don't actually function properly unless you actually have a downwards thruster, even if they're in the atmosphere. They just go up and up and up if you don't have one of those. And then a bunch more gyroscopes at the back. Each of its main nacelles here, as you could call these, has at least 2 thrusters in every direction, and then 4 thrusters aimed downwards, allowing it to, well, function very easily. And of course, I decided I could have built this thing with just the downwards thrusters, but of course, if you told the drone to fly with that, it would not function very well. Also, it was a bit finicky to fly. And I'll go ahead and just hop into it and show you guys how it flies right now. Fly it up and out, and I still find it's very easy to accelerate quickly by just aiming it forward. And of course, with this cockpit, you can also just, well, aim upwards and be able to fly pretty easily with that. Now, mind you, are going to have to use Q and E to rotate a bit, but it does work pretty well. There we go. You can see I've gotten us up to speed by doing that, and now we can just glide about and explore the world if we, well, wanted to. Anyway, that's this drone. As you can see, it works pretty well, and we can obviously do the same thing I just talked about, where we rotate forward to maneuver it. It flies just like your standard, well, similar to standard modern world drone. It's a little bit different, of course, in a few ways. Oh my god, we're gonna crash. No, we're not. I saved it. I angled this up in time. Anyway, that's what we got. A lot of those buzzing around. It's a pretty simple drone. I'm quite happy with it. You know, a lot of simplicity. Oh my god, quite exposed. Ooh, that could have been bad. Oh, come on. Stop. Let's get back to our parking spot. But overall, I like it. And of course, I have these like double arm things sticking out from the main body, just coming up to hold everything together, which I actually, you know, it's a simple thing. They're, you know, you lose one of them, the other one will still function to hold everything together, so it's pretty nice. And of course, since we have the direct thrusters pointing in every direction, well, I say every direction, the 4 main directions on each of the nacelles, you could in theory lose quite a few of the nacelles and still be able to function pretty well. Anyway, there we go, back at home. Let's move on to the next one, and by the way, this drone here is called the Cargo Carrier X, because it sort of vaguely resembles an X from above. This one here is called the Cargo Carrier V, because it sort of vaguely resembles a V from the front, as well as a face. It most definitely resembles a face, but I wasn't about to call it Cargo Carrier Face, because that's a bit too silly. Anyway, this one is sort of one of my almost artistic expressions more than actually a functional drone, even though I would say it probably functions better than the other drone. We can use spectator just to look through it here. Once again, I do have 1 thruster stuck here just to point upwards to allow it to function as a proper drone. The same cockpit on the front. Camera nacelle right here, I say nacelle pod right here with a front and bottom camera. And then we have a bunch of my conveyors here, a T-joint actually leading up so it can connect into all the cargo containers up here at the top. This also carries down to another T-joint here pointing down, so it has a connector point there, and then carries all the way to the back with another connector plugged right in. Definitely feel like I need to make my own version of a connector to match better with the new conveyors that I've been putting in. And then, of course, up at the top, we have a bunch of reactors stuck in here. Just like the other craft, we actually have 3 of them. But this one has a bunch of connectors, small ones, or conveyors, pardon, leading and connecting them all down at the bottom with a bunch of gyroscopes. Oh my god, right there. And then for its actual maneuvering left, right, forward, and back, it only has 2 large thrusters in every direction, but I think that's more than enough. And as for its actual lift capability, it actually has the same amount of lift as the other drone over there. It's just all sort of compacted together. I like it. It's sort of odd and unique. And we do actually should have 2 of them buzzing around as well. If I could just spot them with my eyes. There's one. I hope I shot past it. There it is. So yeah, you can see, pretty odd thing to see flying by in the sky, but I quite like them even more than the standard drones. I mean, look how weird and alien it just looks, and, I don't know, futuristic. It's what you imagine, like, futuristic cargo drones might end up looking like if they had some sort of odd propulsion devices. Anyway, that's my cargo drones right there. We'll go ahead and take this one for a spin. No reason to just keep staring at the drone ones going between all the waypoints. So let's do an F6 back to our character, hop in the front, and take this out. Boop! And up and away. Hopefully we won't hit anything else. And you can see this one has decent acceleration without us aiming forward, but we can still do the aim forward thing even with this one, and get ourselves up to speed lickety-split. And then it becomes a bit easier to actually stay at speed and maneuver in this one. I like it. It also has more cargo. Anyway, guys, I just felt like sharing these drones. Fair bit of fun, just for the heck of it. Why not? I think I might go ahead and put this one up on the Steam Workshop. I might not. I don't know. Check the description below if I decided to put anything up there. It'll be there. If not, well, it's relatively simplistic, I'd say. I don't know. It's got a few arches and stuff to it that give it some expression, I guess. So, yeah, I'll toss this one up on the Steam Workshop. The other ones are pretty damn straightforward, so I don't think I will. But, hey, Cargo Drone V shall be up there for you guys if you want it. And yes, I am barreling towards the ground because I'm pretty sure our thrusters should be able to stop us. Yeah, lickety-split. Pretty nice. Anyway, guys and gals, that's it for this video. Thanks a bunch for watching. I guess one last thing I could do really quickly just to demonstrate that it is fully set up is all these drones do have, if you take the remote control system, the buttons down there on the hot part to actually tell you, well, be able to use the cameras. Like, that's the up camera. Number 1's a down, number 2's forward, number 3's up, number 4's back. So, pretty nifty. Also, I just love seeing other drones buzzing about. It's cool. I love it. Anyway, that, for real, is it. Thank you a bunch for watching, and I shall see you guys and gals next time. Ta-ta.